Splatoon 3 on Nintendo Switch delivers a solid 60 FPS experience. In single player mode, as you move through the story, the game's a solid lock at 60. But what really impressed me was the online multiplayer and how stable that is in terms of the frame rate. It's a lock at 60 FPS provided you have a decent internet connection. I wasn't really expecting this, to be honest. In the past, I've seen Nintendo games perform at 60 FPS during offline gameplay, but the frame rate dips during online multiplayer. Mario Party is a good example of this. You can see the much lower frame rate during online modes. I guess Nintendo really made it a point to focus on the multiplayer in Splatoon 3, giving us not only a well-optimized game, but also one that has good online servers. For me, when I see a good performing game on the Nintendo Switch like this, I wonder how it's going to do in terms of battery life. If I was to guess, it should be similar to Mario Strikers Charge, which didn't have the greatest battery life. That game got 4.5 hours on the Switch OLED, and the rest of the Switch consoles are up on the screen as well. How will Splatoon 3 do? Let's find out. As usual, I'm going to be testing on the 3 Nintendo Switch consoles, the Switch LITE, the standard version 2, and the Switch OLED. All 3 are at medium settings, so brightness at medium, sound at medium, and I'm always connected to Nintendo Online. I'll be playing a combination of both story mode and online multiplayer. With the battery at 100%, let's get this test started. At the 1 hour mark, there's 73% on the LITE, 79% on version 2, and 82% on the Switch OLED. Going on 2 hours now, and there's 44% on the LITE, 57% on the standard Switch, and 62% on the OLED Switch. At 3 hours, there's 14% on the LITE, 35% on standard, and 40% on OLED. The Switch LITE got the 1% warning at 3 hours and 23 minutes. And Splatoon 3 on Switch LITE powered off at 3 hours and 32 minutes. At 4 hours, there's still 12% left on the standard Switch and 18% left on the OLED Switch. The standard version 2 Switch got the 1% warning at 4 hours and 25 minutes. The Switch OLED got the 1% warning at 4 hours and 34 minutes. Around the same time was when the standard version 2 Switch powered off at 4 hours and 35 minutes. And the last console standing to turn off, the Switch OLED, that lasted 4 hours and 47 minutes with Splatoon 3. Here's a summary of all the different Nintendo Switch consoles and their battery life on Splatoon 3. I included the version 1 launch edition Nintendo Switch, which should last about 2 hours and 32 minutes. And some of you might not even get that because of how batteries go bad over the years. Here's how this game does compare to other games on the Nintendo Switch OLED model. All the data here is at medium settings. Splatoon 3 isn't the worst game, but it's definitely one of the worst when it comes to battery life. It did beat out Mario Strikers Charge by about 10 minutes. So there you have it, the battery life of Splatoon 3. For information on battery life of all the latest Switch games, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a single update.